Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, internet, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to talk about Steel Hunter, because you guys actually have been asking many questions about Steel Hunter, especially about, or mainly about new vehicles. What do you think about those? Are those good? Are those bad compared to the older ones, and so on? So in the first part of the video, let's talk about that, and then I'm going to actually show you one quite a nice battle with a Bai Lang I had as well, using the Derp gun, because yes, one of the new tanks comes with a Derp gun, which all of you love, right guys? 170 pen, 600 alpha with AP, for example, which, you know, you can actually penetrate stuff with that as well. But talking about the new tanks, Bai Lang, I would say, is quite a fun tank, one of my favorite tanks right now to play with, because it is light tank, it is mobile, and it has kind of a gimmicky, funny setup as well, with the Derp gun build, HP and Derp gun build, and also the abilities, the acid round. You know, the acid round is nothing special, it's like the incendiary round. You basically set the enemy tank on fire, they just use the acid, you're burning the tank inside version over here. And the battle bot, you know, the mini ELC, you're spawning mini ELC, who is going to help you out. It is actually very useful. It is so distractive and so useful, actually. It's funny. And you are also going to see this in action. Bai Lang, I do like it. It is quite a strong special if you know what you're doing. Huragan, dude, it's one of the strongest tanks late game if you have number 6 ability. Honestly, the Surging Fervor, which increases your damage with every penetration up to 5 times. And if you combine this with the autoloader, so you get those fast penetrations and fast damage increasing, this is nuts. It takes out basically every single tank in the game without too many issues, honestly. Even Raven in the dev zone, right? Number 5 ability, I'm not very impressed about that, because the area of effect is just so tiny, so small, can't do much with it in that zone, unless they're tracked, then it is very useful, of course. Overall, Huragan is honestly very, very good. And the final new vehicle, Beowulf, for the Swedish Grandvan in Steel Hunter mode. Honestly, for me, personally, I'm talking about my personal experience over here, it is still very good. Yes, it is good. You can win in it. I have a couple wins in it, but for me, it is quite a boring tank to play. I'm having so much more fun in the Bai Lang or in the Huragan or even in the Valkyr, because, you know, ramming, but Valkyr is quite a slow tank, not for everyone, but, you know, the ramming and how hard it is to take out on the battlefield overall is more fun than Beowulf for me. You know, it's good, but quite a boring tank to play with, honestly. So, those are all the new tanks. Older tanks, still back a bunch. Raven with the number 6 ability, still quite broken OP. Harbinger in the Berserker mode, quite OP, right? Harbinger in the early game is very strong as well. Valkyr, good. Arlequin is, you know, high skill cap tank, honestly, but a lot of fun, especially with the anti-tank machine gun. This one right over here, the 10 shell, pew, 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 pew. It is just so funny. Variag, you know, it's a decent tank. Once again, quite a boring one. Like, let's be honest over here. Yeah, it is a tough tank to take out late game. It is, because it bounces quite some shots as well, but yeah, a heavy tank, quite a boring one. You know, the mobility seems to be the key, especially in now in this new season when the zone closes a lot faster. You need to pick up zones faster, you need to be more mobile and stuff like that. So, quick overview, ladies and gentlemen, about the tanks. Now, let me show you one awesome battle I had in the Bai Lang. Before I'm going to do that, a little 30,000 gold cake to give away, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I was able to bag another giveaway for you, brought to you our sponsors today. So while I load up the replay, don't worry, you are not going to miss anything. Let's hear what they have to offer. So today's giveaway is brought to you by Hero Wars. You probably have seen this ad before, where a brave knight tries to save the day, but something goes wrong all the time and he fails. Well, today let me tell you about this game, because it actually has a lot more to offer than it first seems, and you can check it out yourself as well via the link in the description. So Hero Wars is actually an online action RPG featuring many different characters, from orcs to vampires. Heck, you can even choose to be a cyborg or an alien. Now check out this guy, for example, Jabba the Tank, who literally devours his enemies, or Celeste, who can switch between DPS dark form and healer light form, which makes her useful in many situations. Change the outfit, upgrade gear, play it as you want, where you want. It is flexible, easy game to jump into to play a couple battles. Hero Wars is a worth of 6 unique modes, more than 300 Guild Wars servers and over 100 million players. You can play alone or see who among your friends is the top dog. And by the way, if you sign up using my link in the description, you will get 30,000 coins, 600 emeralds and 5 awesome heroes to start your very own domination journey with. Have fun and see you in Hero Wars. And just like that, we're back in action. Even before the countdown ends, I told you, you are not going to miss anything. But now, of course, you would like to know what you have to do to have a chance to win your piece from the 30,000 gold cake. And it is super simple. Comment section is for that, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know what do you think is the strongest tank in Steel Hunter this season with all those new additional tanks and, you know, some changes to the regulations as well. And what is the worst tank in your opinion, together with your username and together with your server, so I actually know where to send the prizes. And I'm going to make this giveaway a bit faster. Let's say I'm going to give you 4 or 5 days and then I'm going to pick the winners. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I would like to support people who support our stuff, our channel over here as well, so be a subscriber, and if you leave a like, you are going to make me happy, Banda, and you are going to make yourself happy as well. Happiness guaranteed, guys. Happiness guaranteed. So now let's see this battle. Just, you know, one battle I had during a session with Bai Lang on the city map, on the first map ever in this mode. What is the name? I can't remember the name right now from the top of my head. Anyway, sorry for that. Anyway, you can see that I've already been able to upgrade myself to level 3 without any encounters whatsoever, but guys, it gets a lot busier in a moment, don't worry about that. So what I picked up first was the faster radio, so the cooldown is only 15 seconds for the radio. As you can see over here, always using it, always scanning it, trying to spot the drop zones just to get some goodies, you know, and also trying to spot the enemies all the time, keeping the radar busy. And the second upgrade, I decided to go for the horsepower, guys. I actually did not pick the top speed because top speed, yes, is good in the early game, but I am playing more for the late game and I need that extra horsepower because I'm going for the hit point build, which I really do like in this vehicle and which was able to give me that triple win, 3 wins in a row in this tank, and also the 4th battle was 2nd place. Quite unlucky, right? Anyway, picked up the autoloader, which has 3 shells, as you can see, but this autoloader is a bit weirder one. It has 3 shells, what you can see, but every time you fire, it fires 2 shells at the same time, so it is actually 6 shells in total. You are going to see that in a second when I open fire with this gun. So picked up the zone, got the airdrop as well. Very passive start, honestly. One of the most passive starts actually I have had. I didn't see too many enemies, and there actually spotted my first enemy in the game, and it is the Harbinger actually. Harbinger, who is coming in, and that was a bit of a derpy shooting, but you know, the stairs kind of messed up my shot, and I'm going to leave this position because it's quite bad for me. And now, as soon as I saw that someone scanned us 2 tanks over here from the south, as you can see there is a red dot, I automatically applied the number 6 ability because I need some more help over here. I think most likely that other red dot, and there it is going to join the fight as well, so I need to take out this Harbinger as quickly as possible, and also to give some distraction for the 3rd wheel in the fight, because you know, you always hate to be the 3rd, to get 3rd wheeled. You want to be the 3rd wheel or even the 4th wheel in the fight, just picking up the low HP targets, right? So over here we just took out the Harbinger, and the next up is Variag. I was able to get the HP hit point hull, which is very good, and here you can see this double shot autoloader as well. 1 shot equals actually 2 shots. Quite a weird one, but very effective versus healing, guys. If that guy would heal right now, you know, you almost can't heal versus Bai Lang, especially if you have the acid shell as well, which I used over here, and I did 370 damage with the acid shell. And just before going down, this guy was able to put down the minefield. I actually did not see that. It was quite a big mistake. especially after I noticed that there was someone behind me. Someone just scanned us behind me, so very lucky that this guy didn't want to join the fight. Although I would say I would have been able to escape, but it would have been way trickier to move on from here. basically. So now I can breathe at least a tiny bit, taking out the Harbinger, taking out the Variag. We got our turret upgrade as well, the hit point turret upgrade, which is needed to get the ultimate Derp gun I'm going to get after picking up this zone. Hiding myself behind this bush and angling towards the potential enemy, because as we remember, the red dot who scanned us before, the enemy who scanned us before, was in this direction. And I actually did pick the Derp gun now, and of course let's go with the with the AP round as the secondary round, which has 170 millimeters of penetration, which is very much good enough for the side armor. And we are playing with the light tank with the engine power build, so we are able to circle tanks more easy, you know, it is more maneuverable. And we are able to put those juicy 170 pen 600 alpha damage shots into the side, trying to bait out the heal at first and then slapping the 600 damage and the acid round as well. I only have one acid round sadly over here, so there is the Huragan, who is actually quite a beast as well. Especially Huragan is simply, you can't compete with Huragan when this guy is maxed out with auto loader, for example, and with the number 6 ability as well, which increases your shell damage with every single penetration. It is actually quite crazy build on Huragan, and it is very tough to beat it 1 versus 1 if you have the number 6 ability, of course, and you know, of course you have to penetrate stuff as well. But over here, did you see, we basically two-shot the guy. One first shot into the pooper, and the second one together with the acid round went in as well, and it was good enough to pick up the kill. What do we have over here? We have 3 kills right now and 4 enemy tanks left to destroy. I can see that one airdrop is close to the dead zone, or a zone which is going to close soon, and I'm expecting to see some fights over there. So I'm getting ready actually, because this battle now has been quite fast for us after, you know, quite a slow stale start. It has been quite fast towards the end, and I do not want to let anyone get any extra zones or anyone to pick up any extra abilities. Sadly, there is another Huragan who was actually able to pick up this airdrop, so now I know that this Huragan has number 5 ability, number 6 ability. Number 5 is the electrocution thingy, which is, you know, if you are mobile, it is actually very hard to hit it, but the number 6 is, you know, still very useful, and this guy actually has number 6, and over here the engine power comes in handy so much, as you can see, guys. Simply being able to circle that guy on the hills, on bumps, you know, this was not the hill but the bump, and now there are 2 more enemies coming in actually, one Harlequin and another Huragan. Luckily that Huragan, the other Huragan, is not fully upgraded. The Harlequin is actually fully upgraded, at least with the hull, and the gun as well was fully upgraded, so very good. Our little bot over here did some work, and the final Huragan comes in as well with the ram, but luckily we have plenty of hit points, 2000 hit points actually when fully upgraded, 2100 hit points, sorry, when fully upgraded. And so we can easily take the fight. This guy doesn't have the final gun yet, but has a heal, as you can see, trying to run away from us, but nope, there is no running away from 600 Derp damage. Into the pooper, there it goes, another destroyed tank in the back. 6 kills in total now, beautiful. And I can see that another airdrop is coming down as well. Like, at this point I have plenty of resources. I do not need anything, I actually do not want anything, you know, but I'm simply going to pick it up just to deny it for the enemy tank, for example, because there is 1 tank left and it is a light tank. So at this point I didn't know which light tank it was. Was it Harlequin, was it the Bai Lang, and there it is Harlequin actually, and we received 1 shot from the guy without dealing anything back. I missed my shot, I did hit the breach pillar, or however you call it, and looking at the damage received, guys, I received 317 damage from the enemy Harlequin with the heat round, and it can only be 1 gun, right? It can only be the double barrel. HE Derp gun doesn't do anything like that. The pew 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 10-shot autoloader anti-machine gun doesn't do anything like that, so it has to be the double barrel. And it is actually kind of a good news, because for this guy to be able to take me out now, he needs to deal with my bot, which I'm going to send down soon as well, whenever I spot the guy, just looking, you know, playing it safe, staying on the high ground. I don't know where this guy is right now, but I'm trying to keep the high ground, because if you are on the low ground, someone is on the top of you, you are basically in the kill zone, right? So looking for the guy, maybe hiding behind this. Oh, yes, there it is. All right, quick shot in, putting my bot down as well, and my bot actually gets one-shotted by this double barrel, double shot incoming, and boom, just like that, bot has been destroyed. So that was actually kind of a distraction still, because now we are going to do the ring roses, or however you say that, acid round into the booper, 600 damage, plus now this guy is literally burning. You know how you can disable this once again? Repair kit. You can disable the acid effect or the burning effect simply by using the repair kit. This guy is simply running away now, and you know, we are at full HP. As soon as you are going to be in the position where you have to run away from someone, it is not going to end up bad, I mean, most cases. And boom, just like that. Kill number 7 picked up as well with the Bai Lang, and over 12,000 damage done. I was actually quite happy with this score to get 12,000 damage, and I think we did not meet any. Yeah, we actually didn't meet with any heavy tanks in the late game, you know, to get those 20,000 damage games as well, which was a lot more common in the last season, I would say, because the end zone did not close that fast. But it was still quite an action-packed and interesting battle to see, in my humble opinion, using this Derp gun, just to see, you know, how you can circle stuff, and the acid round combination as well. But 12,000 damage versus many light tanks and medium tanks, it's okay score. Honestly, damage is absolutely nothing special. And one thing what sucks so much about his Battle Pass season and Steel Hunter season combination is you only get 7 points per win. Previously, in the last season, it was 20 points per win, if I'm not mistaken, so they nerfed it quite heavily. Yes, it was like only maybe top 5 received the points, or top 10 or something like that, but still it is quite a massive nerf. I remember I played Steel Hunter to farm Battle Pass points in the last season when those two things were live at the same time. But right now, I don't think I'm going to do that, because the battles are usually longer than your random battles, plus you get the same amount of points only if you win, which is quite weird in my opinion. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Steel Hunter, Bai Lang, let me know what you think about that. What are your favorite vehicles? Together with your server, together with your username, take part of the giveaway made possible thanks to the Hero Wars. Link is in the description once again, and I catch you next time with something else.